Hello, Catherine here, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Have you ever wondered why you're so affected by the way you interpret things? Could there be a better way? In the book, Don Miguel talks about 4 agreements to provide an inspirational code for life and for the way you handle your relationships, how you behave, and how you communicate with others. Don Miguel Ruiz was born and raised in rural Mexico. He was brought up to follow his family's Toltec ways. The Toltec people are people of knowledge, scientists and artists who created a society to explore and conserve the traditional spiritual knowledge and practices of their ancestors. His mother was a Toltec faith healer and his father was a Toltec Miguel or shaman. But Don Miguel didn't follow the Toltec ways of his family initially. He chose to have a conventional education, went to medical school and became a surgeon. It wasn't until he had a major car accident that Don Miguel reverted back to his Toltec roots. He became a Toltec healer and in the late 1990s began writing and teaching. He published the 4 Agreements, which was based on ancient Toltec teachings in 1997. Here are the 4 Agreements and my interpretation of how I try to integrate the 4 Agreements into my life. The first agreement, be impeccable with your words, speak with integrity, avoid gossip, and say only what you mean. Your word is a mirror into your soul. You have huge power when you use your word with love and speak your truth. Agreement 2, don't take anything personally. This agreement is about accepting that other people's behavior is a reflection of them only. Nothing others do is because of you. This agreement allows you to be very selective as to whose opinion you value and which feedback you should take on board. Agreement 3, don't make assumptions. It is so important with this agreement to find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Always remember to communicate with clarity to avoid confusion and misunderstanding. If you just follow this one agreement, it could transform your life. Agreement 4, do the best you can do at any given moment. Your best can change from moment to moment. However, some days your best is not as good as other days, and that's okay. As long as you're doing the best you can in that moment, you have nothing to be ashamed of, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. A lot of stress in my life was created by me missing these principles. And without the 4 agreements in my life, I wouldn't have had the strength and courage to take on my challenge of reinvention. So if you're seeking inspiration and knowledge to find the courage to follow your dreams, then make these 4 life principles your own. So thank you and go reinvent yourself.